now it stands in times of controversy and challenges. Now the groom that we're celebrating today is an embodiment of that character and resilience. Now I won't go into a backstory of how we met. I won't even make a long-winded speech either. I just want to take the time to acknowledge the dedication, the dependability, and drive of this young man. The small things that are believed to go unnoticed. The late nights and early mornings. The long walks and even longer drives. You've not only been a man of wisdom, but also one of action, being adaptable in all situations. So, I'm going to tell a quick story. When we were still in college, we used to hang out after class until the evening time. That's when you have to go home. It kind of be like how it was back in school when you see your best friend, hang out with them all day. So believe me, I was in utter shock when I get a call from him saying that he's going to move on campus. Because that's what I thought to do. I was not just limited to the evening time. This left us staying up late to the night, walking any and everywhere. Study sessions, great laughs, not just a friend, but a brother, even before the blue. So I just expect eventually become roommates. And you might think you know someone, but the real them is really shown once you're living with them. For the past 5 years, we shared an abode, and though there have been a lot of things that have occurred, and many things I can talk about, there's one thing that stuck out to me the most. His sacrifice. If you ask you, Pete, if your friend jumped off a cliff, will you? His response will probably be, no. But then, after the joke is settled, he may say something along the lines of, well, someone has to save them. This sacrifice is not the sacrifice for his sake or benefit, but for the care of others. I witnessed him sacrifice his comfort, time, sleep, cutting his locks when he did not have to, long drives just to talk, not just making sure he's good, but that we're good. That's the kind of man getting married today. I have no doubt that he will continue to demonstrate this quality in his newfound role as a husband, spouse, and partner. Now to see so many people come together, I think I can speak for all of us that we are all proud of both of you and are happy to be able to celebrate with you today. To be included in this momentous moment in your lives. So in short, I'll end with this. Friends are the family that you get to choose, and I'm grateful for the family that I have. Thank you.
First off, I'd like to say I'm a nervous speaker and I really wasn't going to speak today, but I think I'm just going to give all glory to God for what I got to say and I pray that it edifies him. So, I think the thing I just want to know is that bride sitting right there, I really never thought she and I would become friends. The way we met, it was really God moving. I remember I was just in the gym because I'm trying to work out, get this tummy right, and then I see her coming with orange ponytail and I'm over here oh, and she said she remembers me, and I'm like, and I think nothing of it. Next thing you know, that encounter turned into phone calls, getting in touch with her church, and then Bible studies, and then next thing you know, I'm in the car 4 hours with her in Athens and everything. And so I guess y'all might ask, how this come to be? Well, honestly, if it was just me, I wouldn't know. But I could just say God, when I was at my lowest moment, he sent someone that, in my opinion, is an example of peace, an example of, I think, what we all must do when we're faced with any tribulation. Remembering God's peace, his joy, and also his faithfulness to us. And that's exactly what I see when I look at Cameron. Ooh, I'm not gonna cry. Okay, so I think I just want to say that I really just thank God that I'm here, and I give him the glory for just bringing John and Everett together. And also, I just pray for both of you for the continued peace that surpasses all understanding, and that may God continue to bless both of you in everything you do. Thank you.
And I had watched you live. Congratulations. Good job.
Where do I start? My 2020 twin. It seems just like yesterday we were in front of the TV singing "Someone Like You" by Adele. Just, and of course you would take the lead always. And now you're married, and I just really can't believe it. Like, we just was at grandma's house arguing, and then talking like an hour later, like nothing happened. I just want to say that you are such a ray of sunshine with all your wise words. Like, even when I don't want to hear it, you tell me, like, you always be positive. Like, and I'm like, I think about it, I'm like, she's right. I think you need to be positive, let it go, not hold on to anything. You deserve all the happiness, all the love in the world. And I just remember a time, I don't know if you remember, but I remember, like, when we were going through whatever we were going through in high school, we would always say to each other, this too shall pass. And I just want you to always remember that, like, anything that you're going through. And so do I. There's no doubt in my mind that Everett is the perfect person for you. Like, y'all just complement each other so well, and I love you both. And last but not least, just in case, I have a onesie in my cart for my niece and my nephew. So, it's big happy whatever. And I love you both.
Everett, you've done a great job. We're so proud of you. You represent the Perry family well. You made a great choice in a wife. You've been sticking with her from the beginning, through college, through all your achievements. Some people may think, you may change and, stray away to something different, but you stuck with the right person. Kiana's always been super nice. Every time we met her, every time we've seen her, she's been like an adult as a child. She would come up and always speak to us, make us feel good. I love you, love both of you, and we wish the best for you.
Thank you.
Oh man, where do I even begin? Well, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Christopher Warren. I've known Everett since kindergarten, basically. Yeah, like he's my oldest friend out of every human on the planet, basically. So when I met him, I'm gonna just be honest, he was just another goofy kid like me. That's why we instantly clicked. Just another goofy kid throughout elementary, middle school, high school. And though we didn't go to the same college, we kept in contact constantly. And so, although I've known Everett the longest, my message is for you, Kiana. The person that I've seen Everett grow into since you came into his life, he's not that goofy kid anymore. You got a grown man who handles grown man business. When I tell you what you have caused him to turn into, it just blows my mind. In his heart, he's still that goofy kid, but I know that he knows when to turn it on and turn it off. And he knows that, what am I even trying to say? It's just hard to describe the transformation I've seen you go through. It's amazing, to say the least. And so, Everett, you've been my brother since back in Life Lab, when we tripping over dirt, playing in the sand. You've been my brother since day one. And now that you've added her to your family, she is now my family.
First off, I want to say thank you for everybody coming. I know it's hard to be here. People coming from different places, so I appreciate everybody for coming. First off, I want to say, Everett's oldest brother. We got an older brother, older than me, but anyway. But I want to say first, Kiana, you is a blessing for us and Everett as well. Ever since I met you and the rest of the family met you, I already knew this was gonna happen eventually. Like, it was obvious because the way y'all connected, the way you just came into the family and you just was part of us already. And I just want to say, I know my dad and my grandma would be so happy to see this right now because this is what they wanted. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, we appreciate you. And we just, gonna keep being the same way like we always been, a family. And also I just want to say, EJ, I remember when you were younger, me and EJ used to play the game, a lot together, a lot. And he used to get so mad, like, throwing temper tantrums, like crying, yelling. And my grandma used to like, EJ, calm down, like, it's not that serious. And to see the type of man you are now, it's crazy because, like, you're so calm and collective. And you inspire me, to be a better man myself. So I just want to say, I'm grateful that you're my brother. I can't wait to see the future. You're going to be as a husband. I know you're going to do great. You're going to, ace it. And I just want to say with all my heart, I love both of y'all. And I just wish the best for y'all. And take care.
Let me just get to the point. I just want to say that one of the many ways to tell like a true mark of friendship is if you get on the phone, you have that little ugly cry. You're like, listen, bro, I'm really going through it right now. I just need you to pray for me. Because let me tell you something. When did we meet? Whatever semester ago that was, some couple of years ago. If y'all told me I'll be standing here as a member coming to Kiana's wedding as a friend, I thought she was scary when we first met. I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, oh my God, she's kind of intimidating a little bit. And it's like, to get to know her, do you understand the level of influence you have had on my life? Like, when I think about what a woman of God is and like, who I could take inspiration from, before, like, when I was younger, I would think like, Michelle Obama, or like, somebody like, oh my God, like a rich, beautiful black woman. Now I'm just like, oh my God, Kiana is awesome. Like Kiana, you're Michelle Obama for real. You know what? Oh my God. I love you so much, and just you're such an inspiration to me. And like what I would want to be as a human being, as a follower of God, as a Christian, as a woman of God in general. It's like when I think about all the things that like I've told you and that, like all the wise advice that you've given me, and think about the growth. Because y'all know, like, when you ask somebody older for advice and they give you good advice for them because you're young and mature, man, I ain't even trying to hear that for real. That was me when we first met, and it's like seeing the advice that you give me now and my reaction to it now, like when we first met, I'm like, I just thank God for you. I thank God for your presence in my life. I thank God for the influence, because it's like, as we're both nursing school students, you know how I always say, this nursing school stuff is not for the weak. You have helped me realize that the Lord knows that I'm not weak. I am strong. And I really just thank God for your influence in my life, because He knew that we needed to be friends. So I just thank you because you're just an amazing person. The level of influence that you've had in my life, what it means to be a woman of God, what it means to be a leader, honestly, like just what it means to be confident, to really know yourself because you know what God says about you. I just really appreciate you, and I just want to thank you because you are an amazing person. You're Michelle Obama for real. Thank you very much.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
Good.
Okay, Kiana. I just want to say, I'm trying that, right? I'm just sorry, right? I just want to say, I love you so much. You've always been a light in my life. From 7th grade, Spanish class, when I was up you, because you still want to know me, I was like, who is this girl that just won't stop me? But you've always been a light and a ray in my life. You've been here through everything, and I just want to say I love you so much, and I appreciate you, and I can't believe you really chair together. You rolling in the mat, screaming in the hallway, and the coach is coming out like freshmen, and we just like, I'm so sorry. We did not mean to make all this noise, but I just love you, and I appreciate you being in my life. And I'm just so happy that you found true love, and that I can't wait to see my nieces. Because Grandma already told you, twin girls. But I can't wait to see you guys continue on in life and build. And like everybody else said, you have always been a woman of God, and you have always showed me that God has always been with me throughout life. And I just want to say I love you, and I love both of y'all. And I just hope that God continues to stay in God's life, and that y'all stay together forever and ever. I'm sorry for being emotional.
Hey, nah.
I get so much.
So, for everybody that don't know, my name is Spencer. I have been living with Everett for the past 5 years now. We met in high school, 9th grade. When we first met, like Chris said, goofy. And all we did was goof around, and it was fun, don't get me wrong. But then, at some point, I remember, we started hanging out with another group of girls. And Kiana was one of them. And Everett said, I think I'm gonna ask her. And I was like, alright, man. But then they went out. And they kept going out, and they kept going out. And then after like a couple years later, I'm like, they still together. Alright. But I also knew Kiana in high school. I didn't know Kiana from Everett, and we had a class together, and she was cool. And so it was really cool to see them come together after high school. And then I started to notice, like Chris was saying, Everett started to change. At a certain point, even in college, we would goof around, but at a certain point, it started to become, we would talk about deeper topics. We would talk about purpose in life. We would talk about Christ. And even when you may be stuck in like a way that you think, he would say, well, have you thought about it this way? And then it just opened my eyes to a whole different way of thinking. Or then he would say something and I would be like, well, have you thought about it this way? And he would be like, no, I haven't, not really. And we would have these such productive conversations, staying up to 2, 3, 4 a.m., sitting under that blue light at U-Point. Man, I love this for you, bruh. And you know, you forever, you always my brother, you and Alex, all of y'all my boys. And Kiana, I'm so happy that you done found Everett, and Everett, I'm happy you done found Kiana. And I pray that y'all be together for many, many years to come. Many moons.
Hey, you guys. So, there's 4 of us because we're all Kiana's friends from college. And I just wanted to say, Kiana, I rehearsed all week so I won't cry. But I want to say that meeting Kiana has been such a blessing. We all met senior year at Mercer. And since then, it's been instantaneous. Kiana has been a part of us. We have grown together. I've seen Kiana in some of her highest moments, and we shared some of her lowest moments together. But Kiana has always stood strong in her relationship with Christ, and therefore all the love and honor has radiated over her. I want to say to the both of y'all that I'm so proud of you guys, and I really want to emphasize the fact that God has really honored y'all's union because y'all have chosen to do what God has asked y'all to do. Y'all follow His steps, and He has honored y'all and blessed y'all in so many ways. I pray that God continues to do that for many, many years to come. Kiana always says that we need to be there for each other, to be there moments. And I'm so honored that we were able to share in that with you today. I love you, Kiana, down, okay? Love you so much. And Everett, I want to say thank you for taking care of Kiana the way that you do. When Kiana's mother passed, my mom said it to me, Everett takes care of Kiana. And I said to myself, that's a blessing to have. That's such a reassurance as a best friend to know that your best friend is covered and cared for. And so I thank you for that. And because Kiana loves you to death, everybody at the table kept saying, Kiana loves her some Evie, okay? And because Kiana loves you to death, just know that you're a part of my family. My family loves you and will do anything for y'all. We love y'all so much. Congratulations.
My name is Jordan. I'm gonna try to keep calm. So, for anybody who knows Kiana loves to ask questions. What's your name? Where you come from? Who's over here? What made you win? And that's exactly what I remember the day she sat down to my right and was at this event. I said, she says, anybody see you? Okay. Then it was, what's your name? How are you? And I said, oh Lord. She like me, we like to talk. And from that moment, I really found myself just happy to be a part of Kiana's journey in her life. College, we all know we're trying to take this out. What I'm trying to say is, it's nice to see that you have found your happiness. Through all the stuff you've been through, you've handled your ups with the utmost elegance, you've handled your lows with the most powerful form of grace I've ever seen anybody do. And like Taylor said, it's nice to know that Everett is there to take care of you. So I also want to relay some words from Mama Nacho. She said, y'all did it the right way. And though she could not be here, she's very proud of you both. She loves you both. So again, welcome to our family, our crew. We love you both. And if y'all ever need anything, let us know when you have kids. They better be in my class. That's all I say.
Jordan and Kaylor really spoke well, so I'll just say I'm so happy for the two of you. Kiana, you have been a shining light. So grateful to have met you. Remember, you stood right next to me in genetics, and I gave you the look like, who is this coming in with this sparkly lipstick on to class? God knew what he was doing, and he placed you next to me, and we all have grown together. And I'm just so excited to see you grow in your marriage and in your career, my future nurse practitioner. And Everett, I'm so happy to call you my brother. So grateful for both of you and wishing you all the best.
Kiana, I'm sure all five of us can testify that Mercer did a doozy on us. But from those couple of years we were at Mercer, we met you and we grew closer together because of it. And from our long conversations about you and your struggles in nursing school and being in pharmacy school, and us struggling through organic chemistry, and now your wonderful union, I'm so happy that you have been in my life and you've been so instrumental, especially us keeping ourselves for marriage. It's been a struggle, but our long, detailed conversations have kept both of us strong, and I appreciate you greatly. And Everett, I haven't met you, but I just want to thank you because Kiana has grown so much because she's learned from you. And I also want to thank you for loving Kiana because she needs it. We all need love, and you are a perfect example of how a man should love a woman. And I just want to thank you for that.
Everybody can raise their flag.
I tried to wait till everybody spoke. I'm Shannon. I'm Everett's godmother, better known as his god sister. I'm always in town and out of town. I see Everett when I see him all his life. I'm never necessarily in one place all the time, but he knows who I am. Today's the first day I met his beautiful wife, Kiana. I heard every one of you speak of Everett and Kiana. Y'all spoke about y'all's relationships as children, how y'all have grown up together, how you've learned together, being goofy. I love goofy people because they're very intelligent people. And at the same time, you have to stick together because nobody understands your goofiness but your crew. Right. And the same thing with Kiana. With your classmates that you went to school at Magnolia and even when you went to college. Tanya's been my oldest friend, is Everett's mom. And friendships are very, very important. And at the same time, having healthy friendships. Because that's very important when your best friends get married. Because I bet both of them were scared when y'all first decided to get married. How are we going to do this? I'm so proud of them for being homeowners now. They didn't plan on it after we get married. They said, this is what we're doing. This is what we're going to do, and this is how we are going to do it. And they did it. They didn't just say it, they just did it. When you have friends like you influence everybody else to follow your lead, especially when they become lost. And they begin questioning, why has God made my life like this? Why couldn't it be like yours? Or why couldn't it be like that? You're there to keep them positive, optimistic, and remember what their blessings really are. So I charge every one of you to hold every one of you accountable. And at the same time, they're going to hold you accountable to really be true to yourself and your heart because you've been together since children. And I love talking to older couples who've been together for 50 and 70 years, and they talk about how bad it was and how good it was. Because in the beginning, it's not going to always be great. But the thing is, you believe in the very reason and very thread that brought you together. And then after you get through all of that, that's when marriage is great. And remember this, who can tell their children when they have them, we've known each other since elementary school. And who's to say that y'all didn't know each other back then as husband and wife? So y'all can start working on your lives now about who did what, when, with the kids. Like, oh, she wanted me back when I was in school. Oh, he wanted me because I was flyway when I was in 6th grade or 4th grade. Y'all can start working on that now because y'all going to spend a lot of years together. And everyone here is going to keep you together as well. Y'all stay blessed. We love you.